And the fact that you can sit here and say that the rapist baby, the seed or whatever you want to call it, the baby that's still in your belly and that it's not born yet, that you should be forced to have that, it's disgusting. And the fact that you can come over here and have an entire career based off of this, and I'm not done speaking, and then you can sit here in front of my friend who was a victim of rape and say that she should have that baby, it's disgusting. And you should be damn ashamed of yourself, and I don't believe that, and I'm not gonna fight until people like you do not have a place to come on here on my campus that I paid a school to go to and spew your fucking lies.
Well, I believe in the First Amendment. Do you believe in the First Amendment?
Do you?
Do you believe in the First Amendment? I've allowed you to sit here and scream at me for an hour and a half
I'm saying I don't believe that you should have the right to take away my access to a clean, safe abortion as a human right. I have the right to have the autonomy over my own body. You have the right to your autonomy over your own body. We both get knocked up, have sex, both of us pregnant. You want to abort it? You don't want to abort it? Your decision. If I want to abort it, I'm going to fucking do that. Okay. So who are you to sit here and tell me?
Yeah, so I don't want to own a slave, but you want to own a slave. Am I supposed to just sit around and say that?
Do not sit here in front of a microphone and compare owning a slave to me, you white. You have no idea to sit here and say this to me.
Ma'am, that is the argument you just made.
No, it's not. No, it is not. That is your incorrect interpretation. That is a logical fallacy. You think you can sit here and go ring around the rosy with me?
Argument. Are you done with your question? Because you asked me like.
You haven't answered anything. You've actually just made a statement and completely deterred my argument in a completely different way. Oh, do you think that you can own a slave? If I want to own a slave, can I own a slave? How can you sit here with a straight face and say that to me? How is you not embarrassed of yourself?
Do you want me to answer your question? How can you sit here and deny biology?
How can you sit here and deny biology? I'm going to ask you the same question.
Do you want me to answer your questions? If you will sit down, I will answer your questions.
No, I'm going to stand right here, and I want you to tell me how you think it's okay to compare owning a slave to having an abortion. It is not even in the same ballpark.
Yes. Because
Black people were not seen as people in this country.
Yes,
they were
just like what you've done time and time again tonight to an unborn child. You have argued.
Unborn child, not living. Black people already existed. They were born.
Unborn children are living,
literally born into slavery.
Would you like me to answer your questions? I can't answer if you keep screaming at me. Do you want me to answer your questions?
I'm waiting.
Are you going to stop talking?
Are you going to answer my question?
Yes.
Or are you going to sit here and look stupid? I'm quiet right now. I'm quiet.
Oh my God. Look, there's, I don't even know what to say to this, but what I will say is this. If you are paying for your child to go to one of these colleges and universities right now to be basically indoctrinated into this very far left-wing ideology, you need to stop doing so right now. And this is what I like to call the Kayleigh McEnany rule. And the Kayleigh McEnany rule is you can watch any video like this with the sound completely off, not know what the topic at hand is, and you can tell exactly which one is a conservative and which one is a liberal. The conservative is generally a lot more thoughtful, very calm, has a lot of emotional control, and the liberal is angry, screaming, all of this other stuff, because see, liberalism does nothing but foment this sort of hatred, foment screaming, anger, all of this other stuff. Have you ever seen a leftist that's like in their 60s and 70s? This is what I like to call late stage leftism. So these people have been taught to do nothing but be hateful and angry and scream and all of that stuff their entire lives, because all they have is emotion, right? They never have facts or data or anything like that. And you see the 60 and 70-year-olds still angry, still screaming after all these years, and you realize it's because they have completely swallowed full force, the leftist liberal propaganda.